Greetings from Athens, Georgia. My name is Michelle Pearson. I'm on the Board of Directors here at Jeanette Rankin Women's Scholarship Fund, JRF for short. We're a nonprofit organization that awards scholarships to low-income women ages 35 and older. In this video, I'll review the scholarship application process and address some frequently asked questions about our scholarship. You can apply starting November 1st each year, and our deadline is March 1st. Our application process will take time to complete, so don't wait until the last minute. First of all, I'm going to start with some basics, our eligibility requirements. JRF only awards scholarships to low-income women ages 35 and older. To find out if you meet the income guidelines, check the chart on our website or the eligibility requirements page on the online application. You must also be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident pursuing an undergraduate degree at an accredited college or university in the United States. Please review our eligibility requirements on our website at www.rankingfoundation.org/students or on the eligibility requirements page of the online application. If you apply but do not meet all of these requirements, your application will be disqualified. Once you've reviewed the eligibility requirements and are sure that you're eligible to apply, go to www.rankingfoundation.org/students/applications. Then click the link that says Apply for a JRF Scholarship. This link will take you to our home page of our online application. Read more about our scholarship programs on this page, then create an account by clicking the Sign Up button on the right-hand side of the screen. You will need to provide us with your full name and email address. Then create a password and select New Applicant. Even if you've applied for a scholarship from us before, unless you were actually awarded a scholarship last year, you'll need to select New Applicant. You do not need an access code, so leave that field blank. Select your time zone, then click Register. After signing up, you'll receive an email from Fluid Review, our application developers, with a verification link. Check your email, click the link, and then you'll be logged into the personal application homepage. Confirm that your category is New Applicant, then click the Get Started button. Next, you'll see your personal dashboard showing your progress through the application process, with each step marked as individual task. You'll need to complete each task before you can submit the application. The first step is to review the eligibility requirements one more time by clicking the link and visiting the eligibility requirements page. Remember, your application will be disqualified if you are not eligible, but complete the application anyway. Once you've reviewed the eligibility requirements, click the back button on your internet browser and return to your dashboard. Next, we ask that you read the instructions for completing the application by clicking the link on your dashboard. As you read, you can begin gathering all of the materials you will need to complete the application. After you've read the full instructions, click the back button to go back to your dashboard. After reading the eligibility requirements and instructions, you're now ready to move forward to the scholarship application form. This is where you'll provide basic information about yourself, your school, your household, your income and expenses, and your work and volunteer history. We use the application form to determine your eligibility. So if your responses indicate that you're not eligible to apply, your application will be disqualified and you will not be able to complete the remaining task. Click the link to go to the scholarship application form. Your name and email address will already be filled in. Section A covers basic information: your address and telephone number, citizenship status, and gender identity. To show that you meet the age qualifications, you must type your date of birth in the space provided. Only women ages 35 and older are eligible to apply for JRF scholarships. If you're not going to be 35 or older by March 1st, even if you miss the cutoff by one day, you will not be eligible to apply this year. You must also identify yourself as a woman and as a U.S. citizen or permanent resident to apply for one of the awards. Section B is for your previous education requirements. In Section B, simply select the option that represents the highest level of education that you've completed. If you've already earned a bachelor's degree or graduate degree, you are not eligible to apply. It does not matter how long ago you completed the degree, or if it's an entirely different field. However, if you hold a technical, vocational, or associate's degree and plan to pursue another degree, you are eligible to apply. Section C asks about your plans for the upcoming fall term. Here, list your current school if you're already enrolled, the school you plan to attend in the fall, and the state your school is located in. You'll also need to tell us what type of student you are. New students are not yet enrolled in school or have not been enrolled long enough to receive a transcript. Current students have completed at least one full term and have received a transcript from their current school, with courses dated within the last 8 months. If you are currently enrolled but have not yet completed a full term to receive a transcript, you're considered a new student for the purpose of this application. Finally, if you are currently enrolled but plan to attend a different college next year, you're considered a transfer student. Please note that you must be accepted into an accredited college or university and pursuing a technical, vocational, associate's, or first bachelor's degree to be eligible. If your school is not accredited by one of the agencies listed in Section C, you will not be eligible to apply. To find out if your school is accredited by one of the agencies we accept, call your school's admissions or financial aid office, or check the school's website. We cannot tell you whether or not your school is accredited. After selecting your school's accreditation, type your major and choose your degree program, your start date and expected graduation date, and state your career goals. At the bottom of the page, choose Next to continue to the next section, or select Save and Continue Editing to save your work. In Section D, you will need to list the members of your household. For JRF purposes, a household is made up of partners or spouses, children, or family members who share income and expenses. If you live with other people, but the living situation is more like a roommate scenario, where expenses are clearly divided among the members, you should not count these people as part of your household. You will enter your household members, including yourself, their age, and their relationship to you. Section E requires you to estimate your income and your expenses for the upcoming school year. Do not list monthly or weekly figures. You should not leave the section blank or write "don't know." This will result in the application being disqualified. If you need to write 0, you may do so. Just be sure not to leave any blanks, as many applications are disqualified each year for incomplete financial information. When estimating your income and expenses, you should take into consideration any changes that might occur between now and the start of the school year. After you have entered your income from line 1A through 1H, please verify your annual estimated take-home income by selecting the corresponding range provided. If your estimated expenses exceed your estimated income, be sure to explain how you plan to make up the difference. We do not require you to submit any tax forms or the FAFSA, so please do not attempt to upload them with your application. In Section F, you will need to estimate your educational expenses for the upcoming school year. If you do not know exactly how much tuition, fees, books, supplies, or other expenses will be, please contact your school's financial aid office. They should be able to give you an estimate of the expenses. When typing your educational expenses, do not include commas or dollar signs. Please list only numbers. Finally, if your estimated tuition and fees exceed the national average listed on the application page by more than $500, please explain your reason for attending a school that's more expensive than the national average. If you listed additional school expenses in line 3C, you'll need to explain those here as well. Once you have completed Section F, click Next at the bottom of the page, or select Save and Continue Editing to save your work. In Section G, please list your previous education, work experience, volunteer experience, and any awards, honors, scholarships, or other recognitions you'd like JRF to know about. This is the final page of the application form. After completing it, click Save and Exit at the bottom of the page. You return to your dashboard. If the responses you provided on the application show that you're not eligible for a JRF scholarship, you will not be able to access the remaining tasks required to complete the application. If you are eligible, you'll move forward to the personal statement task. Under the Upload Your Personal Statement link, you'll find the instructions for writing your personal statement. The personal statement is a very important part of your application, and it will help us learn more about your life experiences and goals. The statement must address the questions listed and should be between 500 and 1,000 words. After reading the instructions, you may type your personal statement in a separate text editor, such as Microsoft Word. Then save it as a PDF or a Microsoft Word document. Upload the final draft using the button provided on the personal statement page. Next, you'll provide the name and email addresses of 2 references who will write a letter of recommendation. Click the Request a Recommendation link to enter the references' information. After you enter their email addresses, they'll receive an email instructing them to complete a letter of recommendation for you. To enter your second reference's information, click Save and Exit to return to your dashboard. Then click the next Request a Recommendation link and repeat the process. Letters should come from advisors, professors, or instructors, but we understand that many of you are just enrolling and have not made those contacts yet. Other suitable references are employers, counselors, co-workers, volunteers, or religious leaders. The recommendation letters should address your academic and career goals, as well as your potential for success in your chosen field. More information on asking for recommendation letters is included with your instructions for completing the application. Please note that you cannot submit your application until your references have submitted the letter of recommendation. These will show as pending on your dashboard until they're submitted, so feel free to follow up with your references to make sure they received our email. Your next step is to upload a proof of acceptance or enrollment from your school. Based on your response to the student type question in your application form, you'll be asked to upload an acceptance letter, transcript, or both. If you won't start school until after you apply, or you haven't been enrolled for a full semester, you're considered a new student and must upload an acceptance letter or a welcome letter verifying your enrollment. Please note that we cannot accept this class schedule as proof of acceptance. It has to be a letter from your school. If you've been at school for at least a full term, you're considered a current student and must upload a transcript. We will accept an unofficial transcript as long as it shows the name of your school and your name. Otherwise, you must upload an official transcript. If you plan to transfer to another school in the fall, you're a transfer student. You must upload a transcript from your current school and an acceptance letter from the school which you're transferring. For help uploading documents, click the Upload Instructions link on your dashboard. Finally, we need your electronic signature, verifying that everything you've submitted is truthful. Click the Provide Your Electronic Signature link. Read the statement and type your name in the box at the bottom of the page. After typing your name and date, hit the Save and Exit button at the bottom of the screen to return to your dashboard. When you return to your dashboard, you should look at your progress. You're almost finished. Once you've completed each step of the process, your references submitted their letters of recommendation, you may submit your application. The application deadline is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 1st, so be sure to submit it on time. We will consider all applications submitted online by the deadline, but we cannot accept applications or materials by mail. Remember that JRF scholarships are competitive. Submitting an application does not guarantee an award. If you're not selected this year, we encourage you to apply again next year. If you have any questions about the application after viewing this video, watch it again. Check out our Frequently Asked Questions page and make sure you read the instructions completely. If you still have questions, send us an email at info@rankingfoundation.org. From all of us at JRF, good luck.